Hello everybody, it is Chris Dale here to talk to you about cloud attacks. Yeah, that beautiful cloud with some sun in it right now is about to turn really dark in the future, I think, because attackers, they're gonna find, well, credentials to the cloud lying about here and there through application hacking, such as web application hacking, finding misconfigurations, security vulnerabilities, even hacking into developer PCs. You will see that attackers get a hold of credentials to your cloud, and they, with a snap like this, will get access to tons of data and also ways to persist in your cloud. First thing I want to talk about in the few minutes I want to share with you now is developers having access to your cloud. And your developers right now are being targeted. No doubt about it. What do you mean, Chris? Targeted via how? Phishing? Sure, everybody gets the fish. However, your developers right now is being targeted via a massive vulnerability called supply chain attacks. And within the open source supply chain, it is the only supply chain where I see people pick up literally anything off the streets and deploy it into production. Free open source libraries that are maintained by people you have no idea who is. It's gonna be huge in the future, where malicious packages are the cause of your compromise. For example, here I have a package that developers can use in Node applications. So JavaScript server-side applications, okay? You literally just type npm install http so that maybe your application can support HTTP features. That would be nice, right? Turns out the HTTP package, unfortunately, it was a malicious package. This is the package I'm showing you right now. Right now, it's no longer malicious, but it was malicious. Even my own developer back at the office typed in npm install http so that his application could support basically web requests. But along with him and 200,000 more people, this package was used for malicious purposes. Supply chain attacks. What happens when the attackers get access to a developer machine where code is running for staging and development purposes? It's not in production, is it? No, it's not in production. However, on this system, maybe a workstation or a laptop, there's bound to be credentials to the cloud that the developers have access to, that now the attackers can steal. They will steal basically some plaintext credentials. We call it an access key ID and a secret access key ID. With these two values, the attacker becomes the developer, where you will see that there's a lot of missing best practices. In the cloud, whoa, you will see that developers have access to sometimes hundreds of services, not just for test and staging, but also sometimes for production. Because they gotta troubleshoot, right? They gotta figure out how things are working when it's in production. So they get accesses, they have privilege creep, they don't implement just-in-time administration best practices. They're not implementing the principle of least privileges, which is so important. And you will see that once you get access to the cloud with these developer credentials, you have access to way too much. But not just developers, my friends. Think about data scientists, for example. They are operating against your cloud right now, where they're going through your databases, they're going through your data lakes with their Jupyter notebooks, trying to figure out how to make machine learning and AI help your company. These people, the data scientists, know nothing about cybersecurity for the most part. And when attackers break into those credentials via malicious plugins to their integrated developer environments, via plugins, or just getting yourself hacked, when the attackers break in here, it is often the nail in the coffin. The attackers, once they get in, bam, everything is downloaded. It's not like the attackers will browse around, point and click. No, no, no. Take a look at the tooling we have in the open source community. You snap your finger and you download everything. Every bucket, every business email, anything you have access to, the attackers will immediately start to download. And very often defenders, they lack monitoring, they lack segmentation in the cloud, and identities are getting abused, allowing attackers to, well, take advantage of those identities and sometimes even persist, perhaps for years on time. We need to be like this this little meerkat here. We need to do better, and we need to start to, well, protect our cloud environments. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Chris Dale. Have a good one.